Greetings, everybody. We are going to be watching a cool game. We're watching Batman, the Zerg player in the bottom right, going up against tQMaXiMuS. He is the Protoss player in the top left. He's a member of Team Think Quick, part of the managerial staff, who's also an incredibly strong player, High Masters. This is a replay of him against just in a ladder game. And we're going to watch about how this is going to go ahead and turn out, because basically, he sent me this game entirely saying crazy expletive game, so hopefully we're going to watch some insanity take place. I am excited. I am very, very excited for this, guys, as it's going to be amazing. So now, Maximus, I know he's got some cool builds that involve DTs. I know he does some very, very strong macro and aggressive styles of play. So I'm curious what he's going to be doing exactly. We do see a forward pylon. It's not at the choke down here, so it looks like he's not going to be going for a truly like a forge fast expand or like an incredibly aggressive expansion. But it does seem like he's going to go ahead and continue to build probes. Wait a second. He's building probes at the 14 mark, and he sent out a probe but didn't pull back 15. He might be 15 nexusing. Batman's running around. There's no pool down or anything quite yet. It doesn't seem like he's going to try and get down the pool first, though. He might want to, because of the fact that Maximus is ready to go ahead and start blocking off this base. So now looking at this, we're seeing Batman is bringing a ton of drones out. He wants to get out his hatchery first at the 15 mark. And yeah, Maximus, run away. You cannot deal with that. There it is. So Batman should go ahead and pull back. That is a crazy attempt at expansion. But Maximus is now at the 16 food mark, and he's going to go for a 16 Nexus. This is incredible macro play. What? Oh, you're so disappointing. You went up to... Maximus, why are you doing that to me? I thought you were going to go for a 16 Nexus. So that makes me sad. There's another pylon going down there, so he could actually be trying to do some cannon shenanigans, but there's an overlord over here. Should not actually take place. But Maximus, why didn't you get your Nexus? He went for the hatchery first. Okay. So, my frustration aside, let's watch and see exactly what's going on. We've got, oh god, Maximus, cannons on the low ground, multiple probes. Does Batman see? Batman doesn't see. Batman does not see. Oh, Batman's about to see. Batman, are you going to see? You see the, yep, you see this. He's going to have to bring down drones to try and deal with this. There is the first cannon going down. Two probes are here, so it's going to be very easy to get a lot of cannons out. Maximus might as well throw down another cannon right here to try and deal with this expansion. That does not get cancelled. Batman does not cancel his expansions. There is a double cannon. Immediately, both these should be in range to actually hit this natural expo. Okay, so now Batman is bringing a ton of drones once more to try and defend this, but the problem is this low ground cannon. This low ground cannon is going to do so much damage. We are seeing Spine Crawler being thrown down, and this Overlord is tanking the hits from the drones. Lings are now on the field, but they're getting targeted down. Batman is trying to hit every single one of these cannons. They're taking a fair bit of damage, but the Lings, more Lings are streaming out. This Spine Crawler, if it can finish, might be what he needs. These drones are surrounding this cannon. This low ground cannon might actually, oh my god, the high ground cannon saving that. The low ground cannon saving it for them. This Spine Crawler needs to get cancelled from Batman. They didn't get cancelled. I didn't see a single drone down there. But this cannon is getting its shields back. Oh god, Batman, if you want to take down that cannon, this should happen. Oh my god, he's going to lose this Nexus. I mean, hatchery. Without the Nexus being thrown down by Maximus. Oh my god, why didn't you go for the expansion? Oh, I wanted to see craziness, but now Maximus is basically getting a free hatchery kill, so that's always nice. 3 larvae are still down back here, but Batman has all these larvae back up here as well. He's behind the food count. He is spreading creep. He's got all these Lings out. But we're seeing Broodlings. Oh, the Broodlings had targeted down this photon cannon. It might have actually fallen. Doesn't seem like that's going to be the case, so these photon cannons are both very, very weakened. Batman's watching to see if there is no expo coming out of Maximus, who's actually walled off with this cannon. We're seeing, is this going to be a cybernetic core gateway? 3 gate. He's got this forge out. He's mining. Should probably get the +1 weapons upgrade. This would be a great way to actually follow up this crazy aggression with these cannons. This Batman's now on to 1 base. Unfortunately for him, though, there are no destructible rocks down here anymore, so he can't just go ahead and expand back here. But right now, he's got the double extractor going down in this 1 basing. He could even sneak out a drone, actually. Oh, good, he utilized the larva that he had at the initial expansion to get out more drones. So his economy is not bad. I'll consider 20 drones, even though he lost hatchery and all those drones down the front. This is some good, solid numbers for his economy to have. There's the second extractor finishing. Maximus still does not have a natural expansion of his own. He's got warp gates. Just has 3 gates out. No upgrades quite yet. Seen another pylon being thrown down, but right now, how is Batman going to hold his front and deal with these cannons? It is quite unclear. So here we have the initial drone. He's going to go ahead and, yes, there it is. We're bringing this drone down here, probably going to expand down into this slot, or just leave his drone doing nothing. He can expand, hint, hint, expand, hint, hint. Unfortunately, I actually think that we're seeing a supply block Batman, 32 out of 26. Rather unfortunate for him that is the case, but this spine crawler is now completed. He might try and creep up there and just bring down the spine crawler, but there we're going to have the expansion. He needs to get 300 minerals to get the expansion out. Expands before Maximus, that would be great. Maximus, though, is basically 4-gating as a follow-up, but again, no +1. I don't see why you wouldn't want to get +1 in the situation. You do a +1 attack, 4-gate as a follow-up to having a 1-base Zerg to deal with, but it looks like Batman's expecting a lot of aggression. He is not expanding. Okay, so he's not expanding. He's not expanding at all. Maximus is still on 1 base. No, there's a 4-gate coming in now. This gateway is about to be finished, and I just saw lights flickering. That's not a good sign. Okay. So now all these spine crawlers are being So Batman really wants to defend against a ton of aggression that is really going to be coming out. So right now, Max is doing a great job of scouting around, looking for expos that were hidden, which is perfect for trying to deal the damage that he really can. Right now, Maximus has got a ton of probes that is still boosting probes too. The second he has to go ahead and transfer to his natural expansion, he will basically be fully loaded and, well, ventral sex. Batman is ready to drop, though he could just be going up to get this happy face, or really just predator or prey smiley face, as those eyes being on the side allows for a lot of vision, making sure that you can watch if any guy is actually to come in and try and take you out. It is in the animal kingdom. Spires being thrown down as well. So Batman is going for a drop as well as a Spire. Might be going for a 1-base muta build, attempting to go ahead and get this as fast as he can and to protect it. Overseer is now ready for any form of DT harassment. They might just go ahead and try and scout with this. Alright, so now all of these Stalkers and 1 Sentry are out. Maximus has finally gone down with his expansion. He actually killed off... was that a cybernetics core that he had? No, that's probably just a forge. He killed his forge. He killed his forge. Why would you kill your forge? Upgrade, Maximus, upgrade. Alright, so now all these links and everything down here. Batman's invested a lot of drones in that. Well, he's actually fully saturated, so he can't afford to. 37 drones of 45 probes. Here we're going to see the drop about to finish. Means that Batman, it looks like he's going to go ahead and do a slow drop to get this expo. He's just waiting for that. He's got the 400 minerals there. It's more than enough. He only needs 300 to get this. But the sack's finished now. We're going to wait for him to lift off. Wait for him to... There we go. And move in, just drop immediately onto the low ground. There's going to be the drone. We'll follow it as it's going to go ahead and get the Happy Face Expo. Yep, there it is. Happy Face Expo. So it's a little bit late. Max is going to have his Nexus completed. A huge amount of Stalkers. You can see that there's going to be an Observer coming down. The actually the Warp Prism attacks here, or just starts breaking down these rocks to try to do as much damage as he can. That could really benefit, but these cannons are still here. Maximus, knowing that the cannons are alive, has got to assume the Happy Face Expo has been taken. So he's still being pretty passive right now, getting up a huge amount of tech with those 3rd and 4th games I'm expecting. Twilight Council, Blink is going to be essential for him. Right now we've got mutas out and on the way, so Batman has got to 6 mutas from 1 base. That's pretty good. That's a lot of gas that would require. Now you have 8. What's with all those drones? You're gonna go ahead and go ahead and transfer very soon. Really much sooner than is actually necessary. Actually, still has another 25 seconds to complete. Excuse me. Oh god, I had the hiccups. Oh, it's so bad for a cast. But there is the observer running around, trying to get some sky information. Ends up almost dying. But here we have Batman with his huge amount of drones. Gonna go ahead and start mining. He's actually gonna be able to, if he gets them going. There we go. Actually finishes. You said distribute those, but now he's back to finally be on 2 bases after Maximus's Pexy cannons. Look at the cannon kills 10, 9, and 8. So he has got 27 kills. That is huge. And now Maximus killed off his forge, so he doesn't have any capabilities to get cannons. And now these mutas could do a ton of damage to his mineral line. He needs to target down a few of those probes. There it is, taking out a couple. Looking around. Oh, he's going to go around to the natural expansion. Are there any stalkers? There are a few stalkers here. So Maximus should be able to defend this. Going to lose a couple of those probes. You can see that, yeah, 3 probes were just killed. So not bad, not bad. Don't think he lost any of those mutas. But it's still rather unfortunate that this is still taking place. And these cannons are still alive. Wow, it's just like Portal with the Gladys song at the end. If you haven't played Portal, watch the ending credits. It's a song that's, I think it's called Still Alive or something, but it is funny. But Batman is now finally has this base up. You can see that Maximus has all of these probes just mining in incredible effectiveness. So now Maximus 3 sentries, all with full health. You can see that there are some pounds being thrown down. Looks like Maximus is just trying to get defense down. You can see 3 cannons are being down. Waiting if they're finally those cannons get taken care of. That is great. So Batman will finally be able to take down his natural expansion, and immediately he does so. Spraying his creep, now he doesn't have to worry about the cannons killing off the creep tumors, which is going to be wonderful. We're seeing Forge finally researching some upgrades. He's actually getting down the +1 armor before anything else. Looks like he's trying to make sure to take as little damage as he can from those mutas. But now these mutas are going to go ahead and try to hook around the expansion on the tops, or the main base on the top side. You can see it's 17 mutas. This is a very large count of mutas. No upgrades, so they're trying to bunch them up, do a little bit of damage. And there's actually a huge hole on this left side, but it looks like seeing those cannons, Batman's going to go ahead and retreat. This really third base, and oh my spine crawlers. That's a lot of anti-ground defense that Batman has. It's going to be a great job of actually just deterring any attacks from the front, though Colossi would be a great move for Maximus to deal with those respectively. Looks like he's going to stay away from the Colossus because of the fact that there are all these mutas out. The Spire is out. Corruptors, mutas, very, very bad to deal when you have Colossi, but this is a large force. Right now, Maximus has a 50 food count lead over Batman, but Batman's trying to be as annoying as he can with this very, very large finesse group of these mutas that are about to actually have the +1 attack upgrade researched. So Maximus, more cannons, even more if he's really going to try and defend against this accordingly, as he does have his own third base in a very enclosed spot. It can help him defend against these mutas as much as he can. So great choice from him. But now, the mutas are just targeting down these cannons. Going to go do a little bit of splash damage. The problem is Stalker's now blinked up. They're going to start taking shots on these mutas, taking out a few of them. Youch. That is bad for Batman. Not able to do very much. You can see that how many workers were killed. A few more were actually no more. Only 3 were killed. That's no different from before. So not even able to take out this last cannon either. So unfortunate for him. Now Maximus can go ahead and get some more cannons to defend. But oh no, this third base. Great cannon placement. Oh wait, but Maximus should be forced to actually cancel this expo unless he's going to try and save it. He didn't cancel that. Batman just killed off that Nexus. And Maximus has a ton of Blink Stalkers right now. They do have +1 armor and +2 armor is actually being researched with Maximus. So he's trying to stay as alive as much as he can to these mutas. So all of these spawn cars are still alive right now. There's a full saturation on this base. So let's look at the income for a second. It's actually in favor of Batman in terms of minerals and gas. Maximus just doesn't have the distribution of his workers. Pulling back these guys. He's actually distance mining, waiting for this to be coming up, as he does have oversaturation of probes. 30 is the maximum for one base, and he's got more than enough for that. But look at the muta count is just increasing in size as time goes on. Right now at 20, let's see, 24, 26, 29. 29 mutas is very healthy, to say the least. But now Batman's got more drones on the way, really doing a good job of making use of the fact that he's had not very much of an economy this entire game with those original cannons that were just so detrimental earlier on. Maximus has Archons. Oh, these Archons are going to do so much damage. But look at this main, it's completely mined out. Templar Archons is on the way. That means the DT Shrine is somewhere on the map. There it is. DTs could definitely be troublesome if they can get actually enclose the gap over here. The problem is that we have all of these spine crawlers. There's no detection. No detection. Are there going to be any DTs coming out? That would be great. Looks like maybe these for those Archons, but Archon Splash hitting those guys. That is beautiful. Archon gets 1 kill. Mutas do not fare well against Archons. Look at the damage on all these guys. A bunch of them are in the red. Great for Maximus. Not so great for Batman. But now Maximus needs to start utilizing all of these assimilators for his play. You see the income is in favor still of Batman, but the mineral income is in favor of Maximus. Just waiting for that gas count to get up there. So now more mutas are popping along the field. Right now you just have solid 26, 28 in this group. Keeping the muta count very, very high. But looking at this, oh, these stalkers are going to decimate this Overlord. Goodbye, Overlord. He has now fallen. We are seeing +3 armor being researched by Maximus, so he's really emphasizing the armor as opposed to the ground. He wants to stay alive from the muted attacks, just make sure that he can just tank as much as he can. Right now, the mutants do have the +1 upgrade, but looking back down here, we see that, where is the Spire? Oh, there, it's hiding under the Greater Spire that is morphing. So Hive Tech is out, Greater Spire is there. And Hidden Expo up in the top right from Batman. He's really working on getting out his economy after taking all that damage earlier on. So now, muta count is very, oh god, it's so powerful. Problem is Maximus has a lot of cannons on the field. If he researched the shield upgrades, that'll actually affect these cannons. But there it is, almost one shot in the cannons, so powerful. Needs to start targeting down those probes, so blinking forward with all these stalkers. Wow, Maximus is really being able to defend very, very well. Mutas are taking how many? Did any die from that attack? It is unclear. It is clear one did die. 27 mutas are left. Took out a few of those cannons though, so that's not bad. But right now, Maximus is seen as he can blink forward. He can do a ton of damage to those mutas. Is it no blink? He kills off 2 mutas though, so that is definitely effective. And Maximus is going to go ahead and start attacking this base down here. It's Observer knowing that base exists. This is going to be, look at how fast these Starcraft rocks are actually falling to these units. But this expansion is going to fall. Batman has no way to just escape with all those drones. He's going to mine with them as much as he possibly can, but they are going down with a counterattack by Lings and mutas inside the base over here. Maximus is going to lose a lot of probes to these guys. Splash damage on those probes is going to be really bad from the mutas. Maximus is now taking down that base. He could just blinked across that to try and reinforce as fast as he can, but bunched up, and no! Sidestorm and Archons are going to decimate these mutas so badly. The muta counts so much lower than before, plus all those red. So few green mutas are left. This is insane. Batman taking a lot of damage. Maximus just basically trying to have a muta death army, as that is what the investments have been in for Batman, who's also lost this top right base. Oh, spine crawlers! 16 spine crawlers. Wow, 16 spine crawlers. That's a lot of anti-ground. But now we have broodlords and more broods. Oh my god, massive broodlords. Okay, so Batman is going for basically pure air attacks with these units. We can see that there are 11 broodlords. We have been seeing a spine crawler push along with broodlords. Spray more creep would be nice, but check this out. This Observer is seeing everything. Where are those mutas that take out that Observer? I'm definitely waiting to see that. Mutas, Observer, take out this Observer. This Observer is seeing everything. Oh, it's so sad. But 4 DTs are going to be the main worry that are happening, so Maximus can do a lot of damage with those. There is the, there we go. He's attacking. Seeing one Broodling does nothing, but these 4, they're going to be able to kill off this hatchery before it gets cancelled. That sucks for Batman. DTs do so much damage. They do not have the +1 attack upgrade, though. That is on the way. Now Maximus taking this left expansion. This base is completely up and running. It's been up for a while, but now all the spine crawlers, the endless amounts of spine crawlers. Oh god, no! But now they're going to take it out. Look at the massive broodlings. Oh wow! And there's an observer finally getting taken out. But now, what has Maximus seen of this? He's seen an entirety of spine crawlers. Want to see the Spore Crawler 2 to try and defend against the DTs that are just oh so powerful. Here we have more Broodlords. More Broodlords. How many Broodlords? This is insane. We're going to have 12 Broodlords out in the field. There's a 13th over there. So this is insane. A lot of damage to basically siege against Maximus. Maximus is not bleeding forward. He's taking damage. We're having these Archons moving forward, but they're going to be a splash if they just attack this Mutaball. Maximus does not do that, though. The Broodlords are just doing as much damage as they can, but there is no ground upgrades, so these Broodlings are not doing as much as they could, but these Stalkers also have so much armor upgrades that the Broodlings and Mutas are just not doing as much as they could. Maximus is continuing to press in, doing a ton of damage with these Broodlings, but oh god, Maximus is sieging. Oh, he's blinking up, doing so much damage, but the Broodlords are still alive, decimating almost everything. Stalkers are not being focus fired on the Broodlords to blink forward, but all these Broodlings are really messing up the pathing of the Stalkers, doing a ton of damage to Maximus. This is insane. You can watch how much Maximus is just losing and losing and losing. Mutas are still there. We're seeing a Psystorm on those Broodlords, but there's still 12 Broodlords alive. Maximus is losing so much to the Broodlords. 2 Broodlords fall, 3 Broodlords fall, a 4th falls, but there are still many, many left. This is so bad. There's a 5th falling, but Stalkers are going down. Maximus is losing a lot of his army, and oh my god, Batman's taking the lead in the food count now. Sieging this expansion with these Broodlords is so detrimental. 7 are left, and DT is in the mix. Going to try and take down some of those Broodlords, but I want to see some upgrades. Look at the units lost tab. Maximus has actually lost more than Batman has now. But looks like Maximus is actually switching to Phoenixes. 3 Stargate Phoenixes out. Phoenixes will definitely do a good job, a bit of damage against these Broodlords. But the problem is Corruptors could easily come out for Batman, but the Phoenixes do a great job against these Mutas. So we're going to have an air contest happening between these two guys. Again, these 2 DTs, 17 kills, 18 kills. These guys are just decimating Broodling upon Broodling upon Broodling. But without the ground upgrades, I'm saddened to say that the Broodlings are not doing as much as they could. But now Batman is trying to get up another base at the moment. This is intense action happening. You got all of these Mutas. The Muta count is just increasing even more, now up to 19, along with these 7 Broodlords. They're going to go ahead and start attacking this base from Maximus. So it's like this has been seen, so Batman's going to try and do as much damage as he can. Maximus, though, is now working on getting up this 4th base of his. It should be his 5th, but just so much is just dying. Look at these Broodlords, Archidon is sieging up. The problem is Maximus is trying to move around his Stalkers, but they're getting surrounded by the Broodlings. Archon is now in the mix, but here come the Phoenixes. Phoenixes now attacking the Broodlords. But all these Mutas are going to come in. Splash damage is going to direct these Phoenixes. Phoenixes are doing a ton of damage. Look at the Muta forces are just falling down. Target firing all of those Phoenixes. They're just doing way too much damage, though. The Broodlords are now getting targeted by these Stalkers. Maximus is doing a lot of damage. The Broodlord count is now falling down to 5 from the original 7. Idle Mutas, just as a note, or how over there. But Batman is losing Mutas. And it looks like now Maximus is taking the lead in the food count. Just decimating a lot. The problem is that Batman still has 1 Broodlord out. He might want to retreat or continue sieging, but retreat would be the better option, as we're seeing all these Stalkers be able to blink up and just take it out. This photon cannon's got 11 kills. All of the Broodlings, Broodlord falls, and Maximus looks like he might hold, but there's nothing to defend this mineral line. Oh, Batman, move up. There you go. Take out all of these probes. Maximus needs to pull these guys back, or he's going to lose everything. Look at the probe count. Now, there's the refracement that needed to happen a long time ago, but now these Mutas are taking losses. 1 goes down, 2 goes down, 3rd might go down, but it's gonna my god, a 3rd I think did not go down. But is he rallied over there? I think his Mutas are, look at this, the rally point for some of his hatcheries. Yep, it's over there. He's trying to do a ton of aggression with his units. You can see his hatcheries of all, yep. Very few hockeys, actually. He's got his Mutas and his hatcheries hockeyed. That is it. That is it. While Maximus has got all his up to 0 hockeyed. So Batman is focusing purely on his Mutas. You can see his units are strictly 19 Mutas, a single Broodlord, and he's going to try and take out all of these. Oh my god, Phoenixes wreck these guys. microing away outside of the range of the mutas, but the mutas getting some good solid shots out. These guys are trying to micro dance around each other, but there's a lot going on right now. Maximus though is in a good spot. We're finally seeing the third base completely up and running. We've got this fourth base from Batman going along with a single Broodlord just to try and just sit by this base and defend it. But these Phoenix are doing a lot of damage, to be honest. They're running around, forcing the mutas to be over here while trying to actually take down units. And there is some drone harassment happening. This Overlord has a single drone in it, and that falls. That's a drone that's going to be going down as well. But mutas are trying to get up close to those Phoenixes, but the micro on the Phoenixes is just too much, staying continuously outside of the range of these mutas and taking out drones if they can. But this Overlord still has a drone in it, but now Maximus gets a full-on scout. Even going to see this Brood Lord. No, it's just a... Okay, so Maximus is going to fly directly behind that Brood Lord. Just decide not to kill it. But right now it's completely mined out. Idle workers there. Temple Archives is out. Sidestorm's been used. We've seen so many different units being used. Seen Phoenix again, mass Phoenix out of Maximus. Really knowing that the air contest is what might win it for him, as Batman has so much invested in these mutas, it is just not working. And he actually, it's an Overlord in the group. He's going to try and use Brood War Micro to actually let his mutas clump and allow him to micro them a little bit more effectively. But Maximus, all of these Stalkers down here, they have the +1 attack along with the 3 armor. We are seeing upgrades for the air being upgraded by Maximus. Where are those Phoenixes? There are those Phoenixes. They are finally killing off that one Brood Lord. But with... these Phoenix having 0-0 right now, and the +1 air armor being upgraded now, this is going to be really good. Did he just attack his own, attack something? But there are the mutas. He's got to pull back, but there's going to be a muta. Oh my god, those mutas just sniped off that one Phoenix so quickly. This 8 Phoenixes are still running around doing a fair bit of damage. Looks like Batman lowered off that one drone that was in there, but now losing a ton of drones. But muta's coming in now, going to try and take out units, and oh my god, the Phoenix has 18 health left. That is almost nothing, and now it does fall. Maximus almost able to take down another Phoenix, but still these Phoenix are running around being very effective. This is what is going on. Running around, these guys are trying to do as much as they can, but just damaging Cutter's economy. But Muse can close the gap, taking out so many of those Phoenixes. The +1 armor is not done for the Phoenixes quite yet. These mutas are being so active for Batman. I cannot stress this enough. Very powerful. Alright, so now Maximus is still with his base. Look at the income for a second. Both these guys have a lot of income, almost equal in terms of worker count, but Max is actually ahead because he's able to kill so many drones at these expansions, able to stop so many expansions. And look at all these spine crawlers that are just still up here in the front. You've got a full out 11. But they're actually unburrowing and going somewhere. Looks like Batman just wants to be careful. He's just tight against any form of DT harassment. Look at this line of spine crawlers. This is really crazy. It's actually so much damage out of these guys. Alright, so now Batman, Greater Spire, is actually now getting his own Flower Carapace. However, his upgrade is actually for the attack of his units. +1, that is it. So Maximus is definitely ahead in terms of upgrades. He's getting his +1 attack right now, and continuing to get mass Phoenixes. We do have his own, what should have been his 6th base, is actually his 5th base right now. Going to go ahead and start warping in at this expansion. But you're having all these Phoenixes go ahead, losing one Phoenix maybe? One Phoenix maybe, but trying to run around. Maximus doing a great job of microing the Phoenixes away from these mutas, while Batman is trying to go to get one attack off there. But the Phoenixes, 11 Phoenixes, is very scary for any amount of mutas to have to face. These guys do so much damage, and there's going to be sacrificial, no, just getting damaged Phoenix, but not sacrificial Phoenixes. So now these guys are going to run around, possibly going to try and lift off some more of those drones. The Queen's going to fall, actually. So that is unfortunate. All of these Overlords are still there, too. They can go ahead and take some damage. But the Phoenixes are just harassing everywhere. Base going down for Batman over here, trying to mine as much as he can. We can see that there are only 62 drones to 77 probes. Maximus is really having a strong economy right now and damaging so much, taking out an Overlord, actually serving as a supply block. Batman, Maximus is approaching maximum food count while Batman's at 143. These guys are doing a ton of damage to each other. We're having Broodlords back on the map from Batman, but Batman needs to get out Expos. There is this Expo finishing. But right now Maximus has the better expos throughout this entire game, which is unfortunate, but max food count from him. Is he continuing to upgrade? We do have this +2 ground attack being researched, and he right now needs a fleet beacon to get the +2/+2 for those air units. Batman's still not making use of this. There we go. Finally, he is now bringing down some drones. Going to go ahead and get extractors. He needs to get some gas. He needs to get really economy in general. You can see how far his income is behind Maximus, especially because Maximus hasn't even used these mineral patches or geysers quite yet. It's kind of bad that Zerg is this behind. Zerg wants to have that macro league. It's just so much. But Batman going to need to get those units out. And see the income now starting to get into favor of Zerg because he has that base, 2 bases, 3 bases, 4 bases mining. That is a lot of bits. So Maximus is mined out, getting close to mined out, and then that is fully mined. But right now saying, oh, mining or not, you can't mine if you don't have any drones, as Maximus is continuing just to wreck the drone count. Look at the harvester count plummet down to 50. And there's going to be, oh, nope, it's going to be 48 in a moment, or just less than that, 45, because we could probably see spore crawlers being thrown down. I'm surprised that Batman has not spammed spore crawlers, to be honest. But now we're having all these broodlords going to once again start attacking this base. Got to be careful of the phoenixes, though. Phoenixes, though, should be coming in to try and defend fairly shortly, but these mutas and corruptors are waiting to do some damage. Corruptors are very good against phoenixes. But now we're seeing all these stalkers coming in, but will Maximus be able to use them effectively? We do have all of these phoenixes. Will these corruptors go ahead and attack? The corruptors do have 6 range to the phoenixes 4. Corruptors outrange phoenixes, which means they can't dance around outside of the range like they can of mutas. But right now, oh no, the broodlords move too slowly. We're seeing a lot of damage happening right now. Phoenixes are engaging. There is corruptors, there are mutas, there are broodlords. Everything is attacking. I can't even see what is going on. Looks like there's a lot of losses being taken by the stalkers to the broodlings. Broodlord count is at 5 right now, but they're getting targeted down by this massed stalker force. They have the +2 attack. They have the +3 armor. This is really strong. Right now, Maximus is just doing nothing but upgrading, which is exactly what he needs to do right now. This game is continuing on. There is some more broodlord cocoons happening. So Batman is doing some very interesting things. So he needs to upgrade. You can see he only has a +1/+1. Not in fact, I don't think it's any. Does he have any? He doesn't have any Evo chambers. He can't. Oh, there is one Evo chamber. You see spore crawlers over there, but look at that. No upgrades for his broodlings. Can you imagine how different this game would have panned out if his broodlings were 3/3? If his air units were 3/3? I don't know what Maximus would be able to do at that point, because that would just be so much DPS. But we're seeing some DTs going to be able to snipe off this base. Great DT harassment from Maximus. Though it looks like the DTs will go ahead and fall to the mutas and the broodlings and everything. But Maximus is forcing a retreat now. Maximus has such a large stalker force right now. The +3 attack is about to complete. There it is. +3/+3 for Maximus. He might want to start getting those shield upgrades, make those Archons even more powerful, make every single unit and building for Maximus even more powerful with that shield upgrade. So all of these mutas are on the field still, but lack of upgrades coming out of Batman. And actually, look at this. We're seeing Charge now being upgraded, shields being upgraded as well. What is actually? Are there even zealots out in the field? It looks like Maximus just wants to use those excess minerals. To have 4K minerals, 45 minutes into this game. 4K minerals. He can just spam out zealots, get out a ton of warp gates, just spam gate, get all those out just to replenish his army instantaneously, especially with Charge. This could be a great move. No one just blink up and starts taking out the Chosen Rocks. We're going to try and actually expand up here into the unhappy smiley face expansion, which would be rather unfortunate that it's unhappy, but oh well. So now Batman is actually trying to, he's bringing down the spine crawlers over here, even though they're going to be off creep. Which means they're going to actually start taking damage. You can just keep an eye on that as they start to bleed. Alright, so now we're having a lot of High Templar out with all 5 storms there. How much energy do they have? Each one has enough for 1 storm. There's another Nexus being thrown down. We are seeing that these spine crawlers are no longer bleeding. This guy bled the most at 260 or 84. I can't even tell. I'm getting delirious from the fact that this game is just that awesome. Seeing a bunch of pylons down here. The problem is for Batman is the fact that he hasn't been able to get max. You can see he's just trying to produce as much as he can with only 43 drones. His income is rather diminished from what it should be. He's still emphasizing getting gas. If he got, oh my god, fungal growth right now. If he got fungal growth, that could be really, really huge. Just to try and stop the blink. But right now, there's all those high temp bars. There's a ton of Psystorm. This is looking to be a crazy game. Lings are now out in the field, but there are no upgrades. No upgrade Lings against fully upgraded ground armies from Maximus is going to be very hard to deal with. Psystorm and all of these Broodlords. Look at the damage that they are all taking. Oh, that is so huge. Maximus needs to just blink up, snipe those Broodlords, and this will be very hard to deal with for Batman. As you see, the Broodlords are going down. They're going down from 12. Now they're just at 9. 8. This is just decreasing, but full surround with Lings and Broodlings. If he had upgrades, if only Zerg had upgrades, this army would have been dead by now, without a doubt. There we're seeing some more blinking up, targeting the Broodlords. There's only 3 left. Corruptors are useless right now. Lings are still targeting that, and now one last Broodlord falls. This other one is still alive, but Batman is actually, he took out that army. He got the full surround. He did exactly what he needed to right now. He's ahead, 105 to 99. He's got fewer worker counts, so this army difference is so much more than just a food count difference. So now 9 units, but there's still these cannons in great positioning to prevent the Zerglings from getting a full surround on them. But right now we are seeing a changeling out for Batman. Wow, this Nexus is going to go down. Nexus is still up here for Maximus, as this is insanity. 47 minutes into the game. Dear God and Jesus and everything. This is insane. We are seeing more Broodlords out on the field over here. Batman he's finally doing some upgrading. He's getting this +2 air attack, but he's got to get those ground upgrades for those Broodlings and those Zerglings. He doesn't have really much out in terms of that, but you can see that the Stalkers are doing so much damage. +2 shield is about to complete. We might have a 3-3-3 Protoss in this game. I can't believe this is going on. This is ridiculous. Maximus has so many units out here. This is absolute insanity. Still scouting up here, but there's just no income out of here for Batman. He's just got 44 workers. He's not ahead in the food count anymore. Maximus just has too much capabilities to produce, and oh no, his income's going to skyrocket even more. Now just watch as these guys begin their mining. No assimilators there to get any kind of gas. Maximus has gone down from 4k to 3k with his minerals, so that's always good. When he's approaching max, he doesn't seem like he's actually spammed out the warp gates. He does have a lot of warp gates up here. 13, he could even get more to reinforce instantly, but now we're seeing Broodlings going to go ahead and start working on attacking this front. Batman might actually benefit from just attacking over it, preventing Maximus from being able to use these guys, and then sending Lings while the Stalkers blink forward down here to try and hit all these Broodlords. Now we're seeing the attacking. Look at how little damage the Stalker is taking. Almost nothing. Batman just doesn't have the upgrades needed to do a ton of damage, as even these pylons are being affected by those shield upgrades. And now Maximus even has a Colossus, going to be able to destroy Broodlings and Zerglings very efficiently with that Colossus, and there is that Stalker taking a fair bit of damage. But right now, we do see that Maximus is getting out this +3 weapons upgrade for this switch to Void Rays that could be very deadly. I don't know if Batman's going to be able to handle this. Maximus has stayed for, he's going for the Death Ball. Officially the Death Ball. 6 Void Rays are out. A Colossus is there. Lings are going to be coming in. Broodlings are already going to be there. We're seeing a huge engagement right now. This computer, oh my god, this is insane. All these Broodlords are attacking. None of them being targeted down. This Colossus in the background is doing as much damage as it possibly can. We are seeing that these Corruptors are doing a good job corrupting those Void Rays, but the Void Rays are still alive. Broodlords are actually going to go ahead and retreat, but these Void Rays are fully charged and are still able to continue attacking. They're keeping their charge. They're going to be able to actually attack Batman with that full charge still in play, but Maximus is going to go ahead and retreat. Alright, so Maximus is really doing a great job. He's getting close to max once more. This Zerg is holding on incredibly well. Props to Batman. This is ridiculous. So 5 Void Rays are here. We are seeing Maximus continue to mine once more from this base with a lot of probes. Look at this, mined out down here. He's got a Colossus just sitting over there. Mining from 2 bases only, while Batman's got 1.5. One half base is mining, but how many? We have 4 guys, so it's not like there's 30 guys in this extractor. He needs to get more mining happening. Oh, he's not even mining down here, so Batman has an opportunity, but no, he misclicked. Okay, there we go. He's going to realize exactly what's going on. We got to watch this income as Batman needs to be able to produce. Maximus has all the production capabilities that he really needs, and you can see him getting even more voids. How many voids does he have on the field right now? 11 void rays is absolutely insane amount of DPS, especially once those guys actually try and get charged. This is ridiculous. Batman is in a rough spot. He's actually producing drones now, trying to drone up once more, but we've reached the 53-minute mark of this game. We're almost at an hour. Maximus is running around with these guys. Oh my god. So now Maximus is continuing to push in with all of these units. Void Rays are going to do so much damage. It looks like Batman's being forced to retreat with all those drones. And oh, look how fast these eggs fall. That's ridiculous. The Void Rays, 8 Void Rays are within this army right now. We have no more coming out, but we are seeing the reinforcements of a ton more Void Rays. How many are actually now in this group now that they've rejoined? 13 Void Rays. This is insane. 13 Void Rays with +3. Oh my god, he's +3 attack on air, he's +3 attack on ground, +2 armor on air, and +3 armor on ground. His upgrades are incredible. Oh my god. Mutas are coming out for Batman, but I don't think that's going to be possible to hit these guys enough. Maximus, Void Rays, attack the Brood Lords. I think Maximus is going to take it with this push. This is ridiculous. Maximus is continuing to push in. Void Rays are just being so powerful. Batman is just taking too many losses, unable to deal with this massive force of units. Oh dear god, this is hash rate going down. Drones are going to fall. Mutas evaporate the second they even try and go up there. Maximus. Oh my god, Maximus. This is incredibly impressive late game PvZ. This switch to Void Rays is doing a ton of damage. So these Corruptors are out, but the Void Rays are so upgraded. Their DPS is going to be more insane than they normally are. Oh my god. And now this base is going down. Oh, wow. And GG from Batman. Oh my god! Insane game. Maximus wins a 55-minute PvZ on Shakuras Plateau. Look at his upgrades. +3, +2, +2. His Starcraft +3, +2, +3. That is insane. Colossi are there. Void Rays, so much damage. Batman just never got out the bases. Never have I seen a Starcraft II game last this long. There have been Starcraft 1 games that are lasting over an hour. Just go watch Stork versus GG play. That was an awesome game. But look at this. There are still bases that can be mined on the map. You got how many middle patches? Those are left. This is so much. Look at that. 55 minutes, and this is just how much harassing was done by these guys, that there are all of these mineral patches left. A full 48 mineral patches are still on the field, and these guys just killed so many workers. Look at that. 111 workers were killed by Maximus. Do you realize how many drones that means had to be made? 28 drones are still there. So that's what, 139 drones that would have been on the field, not to mention every single Zerg building that was made by a drone. So that's how I'm going to sum up the game. So that was awesome. Maximus, I am impressed. That's a great win. Well played by both players. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much.